Good evening, everyone. Finals time for the Women's Choice Challenger Series. It's all come down to this. It is finals time. I hope you're ready. We got an epic matchup. It should be a good one. Our defending champion, Miss Krissi Grimal, versus Cheyenne Richards. Sean Green, long time no see. Oh, wait, it was just last night. How's it going, buddy?
I am so sick of your face. The fact that I have to see it today makes me want to cry. But the fact that we're doing this matchup tonight actually really does excite me. I'm insane. I must be a glutton for punishment because here we are. First day of school today. Got back home last night from Chicago about 2:30 in the morning, and here we are, CSC tonight, or WCS tonight, excuse me. CSC's next week. What an absolutely amazing final we have in store. Krissi Grimal is arguably the best female shot in North America for soft tip. And on the reverse side, you got Cheyenne Richards, who is arguably the best up-and-coming shot in soft tip, and just starting to make a little run in steel tip too, which can only help that soft tip game. I'm excited for tonight, man. I think Krissi and Danny win it, but I expect it to be a much closer battle than maybe some other people do.
Right off the rip, giving it to us, huh? Well, who knows how this one's really going to match up, but yeah, it's definitely favorites going in the way of Danny and Krissi. We'll see if they can repeat here, but Cheyenne Richards, she is definitely an up-and-comer. She's actually a well-known player at this point, playing in the youth stages of the steel tip side of darts, and now, just making a run here on both sides of the sport, which is great. I love it. And tonight's going to be a real treat to end our WCS. Well, and what could be next week as well. We'll find out.
Yeah. Look, we all want the double dip scenario, not the double dip to take place, Krissi, but the double dip scenario. Like we want it to go to next week. Like more darts.
Danny, I'll tell you to your face. I want him to just have a brutal double dip going his way, but that's just on the individual side. We'll just find out. We'll find out what happens here, though.
That's just because of hatred. That has nothing to do with anything else.
Yeah, definitely. Well, let's get to it here. Let's see Miss Krissi Grimal release the Kraken. Her vendor, of course, is C&M Darts. Trick Shots Metro is her location, and years playing is going to be 28 plus years. I'm excited for Trick Shots Metro because we get to see that bass thumping tonight.
Oh yeah,
like usual.
Boom, 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 boom.
She's got a 4.33 MPR and a 72.2 win rate. Throwing those Super Dart Gen 1 Grimal 17.3 grams. And her partner, Danny Baggage. All righty. What do you say?
I'm sorry. Did you say Danny Baggage?
Danny Baggage.
She also has 12 9 marks, 27 marks, 35 marks, and 50 games played total this season. She is the queen seat, has played Cheyenne Richards earlier this season in week 2 and defeated her in Ram. But let's head on over to the Blonde Swan and run that tail of the tape. Star City Amusements playing out at the stadium for 13 years. 3.76 average with a 60.2% win rate, which is number 2 overall. Throwing those Target Phil Taylor Power Series 16 grams. And, of course, our partner, Ram Guevara, one of our favorite partners of any of the players. Just an absolutely fantastic human being. And he had himself a pretty good run at ESPN. Did not qualify, but he made it interesting, that's for sure. It's going to be a great storyline. Also, Cheyenne has 3 9 marks, 39 7 marks, 93 5 marks, and 95 games played. 45, almost twice as many games, Will Stewart, this season for Cheyenne Richards.
Okay, Sean Green.
All right, I guess that was weird. All right, so if you've never watched before, let's go over the format and specific rules for this Women's Choice Challenger Series. It's a double elimination style tournament. Players play a race to 9, best of 17 legs, all cricket with a cork or 3-dart count up to start the match. The loser of the previous leg will start the next leg after that. If either team is down 3 or more legs, they will continue to go first until that deficit is reduced to 2 legs. That is the PPD player advantage rule. And if we go the distance and we go for speed, players will cork for start in the last leg decider. First place in this tournament, $2,500. And I bet you're thinking, it's only $1,250 per person. Well, that's only if the ladies decide to split it. And if I'm Krissi Grimal and I'm Cheyenne Richards, you're going to get my money. Second place is $1,500. So no matter what, if Cheyenne Richards does lose tonight, she'll be walking out with some cash. but she would like to win a little bit more cash than that. Will Stewart?
Yes, sir.
What's your scoreline prediction tonight, bud?
Oh, this is a toughie. I do think that Cheyenne and Ram will go on a run here. I think this will be a tight-knit matchup up until the break. Maybe after the break, we see that extension like normal, that we do see that 1 or 2 leg differential start to happen. I'm thinking 9-6 in advantage of Danny and Krissi.
I like it. How many 9 marks?
Oh, that one could be tough. I'm thinking 15 plus. So I'm gonna go with 17.5 for our margin tonight. 17.5. I think that's an easily doable number. So that's gonna get, if you're a betting person, I hit the overs club.
Yeah, it's a little bit more than 1 9 mark per leg.
Yep.
Based on your scoreline prediction. So I'm going to take the under if it does end up a 9-6 scoreline, which is honestly right in the wheelhouse. 9-5 is kind of where I was going. But again, at the same time, would we be shocked if Ram and Cheyenne won this match? Nope. Would be surprised? A little bit, but not anything that can't happen tonight. They're the underdog, and they should know that they're the underdog, and they should not care that they're the underdog.
Yeah, looking at the numbers, Krissi's been out front for most of the stages of this tournament. But when you get down to the nitty-gritty here, Cheyenne's only raised her average from the start. She's at a 3.76 overall. So I mean that those numbers are pretty impressive from Cheyenne. It just speaks to where she is currently in form.
Right. And let's just say it, the average continues to go up for Cheyenne too, which is the most impressive part of that whole thing. Hey, Will, and chat, more importantly, because Will can't win this prize. Chat, Leave a comment in our chat on Facebook. Leave a like on our Facebook page, and that will enter you automatically into tonight's live stream giveaway, where tonight's raffle winner will receive their choice of a custom ready design from Magic Wear. That includes any TOC jersey. That includes any PPD jersey. It includes any Boom jersey, like maybe even a Boom plus a TOC jersey that has now come so beautifully together in holy matrimony as the most beautiful jersey known to man. All you got to do, again, leave a comment in our chat, hit that like button on our Facebook page. Let us know which Magic Wear jersey you would pick in the chat, which means you have to go to magicwear.com.
Go check them out, see which one. They do have a ton of great jerseys. I know they got like a new Deadpool and Wolverine kind of themed one, which are pretty cool for the movie that just came out. So
yes, but
Sean, did you see it?
But like the Lord of the Rings, there's only one jersey that rules them all. And that's the Boom Goes the Tournament of Champions. And Boom Goes the Dynamite for Krissi Grimal. The Kraken gets the first.
That would be her 21st on the season. Or 9 marks. Or sorry, 13th. I read that wrong. She's got 27 marks. These eyes, I've been on the road for 10 hours today, brother. I'm just getting in. I'm sorry. It's been a toughie today, let me tell you. But we're still here. We're still ready for this final, let me tell you.
Wait,
come on now.
Are you telling me 12 plus 1 is 21?
No, but 20 plus 1 on the 7 marks would be. So calm down. Whoopsie daisy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah.
Let us know where you're tuning in from, ladies and gentlemen. 560 of you joining us here in leg number 1 of this Women's Choice Challenger Series final. Cheyenne Richards, Ram Guevara, taking on Queen Seat holder Krissi Grimal and her partner, Danny Baggish. That's his name.
No, it's Danny. Well, I mean, first leg here, Krissi and Danny storming out to the lead. Got a lot of people tuning in already for this final. Well, I can't release much information, but I think that the future is bright for what the PPD is about to start doing here in the near future. And I'm excited. I'm excited from both fronts, on the ladies and men's front. So, yeah, looking forward to the future here. And I hope you all are getting in the games to participate. So I'll just put that out now. dartstoc.com is where you need to go to get involved in the Partners Promoting Darts program. Go do it. Go do it now or after this final. It's either one.
Why does Will always get the easy ad read? Why do I have to do the whole like step-by-step process? And he gets a little like, just go to dartstoc.com and just play around on the website and see what happens.
I can only do what's made up in my mind. So if it's written down, chances are I'm going to take forever to read it, and it's not good. So, yeah.
It's in my mind. It's seared into my brain forever.
Well,
and ever. And ever and ever and ever.
Well, check this out here. He's got match darts. He's got match darts.
I'm happy he didn't hit it. I'm going to be honest with you, because that would have been probably a cut shot of me singing. So I'm going to stop doing that for the entire rest of this match.
I'm surprised he got that chance, but Danny, to clean it up here, 1, 2, 3, needed on the Bulls. And he left the opportunity open.
And Cheyenne's going to take it.
She needs to. 1 bull needed, then can transfer over to the trip 18.
She might not get it.
Yeah, you can't be that far away. There we go. Big one.
Come on. Never a doubt.
Come on, girl. Get it done. 1-0 to hold throw in the first leg. And what was honestly, they were on the outside looking in.
Jesse, I did not actually get to hear that. But I can only imagine.
Jesse, why you got to bring up old stuff like that, man? Come on. Well, good 6-mark opener for Krissi. Cheyenne paying no mind. Probably got her headphones in, jamming out. She is definitely jamming out. There's no way she's not. That's just classic Cheyenne right there.
Easy. Settle down there, chat. Get a little froggy way too soon. This is leg number 1. Or it's leg number 2 now. Well, hello, Nashville. Boom goes the dynamite for the gambler. Danny Baggish.
2 for that team. 1-1 as Ram's about to not throw in a 9-mark. Sorry. I thought he was going to do it. I really thought he was right there.
But did you think he was going to do it?
I did.
Nick's already yawned once, so let's put that on the counter.
I think he's actually got 2 on us. 1 in pre-show. I'm
sorry. Nick, did we inform you yet that I drove back from Chicago at 2:30 in the morning and then had school all day today?
Can we acknowledge the fact that Nick perfectly placed himself in view of the ESPN shoot?
and we paid him $100 to streak, and he did not do it.
Didn't even wear a patch or nothing. Just sat in view. And gosh,
I would
Hey, Nick. After this leg ends, real quick, can you just cut to us for just 1 second?
Yeah,
I'm gonna need the chat to just see the impression of Will acting like Nick watching the Bullshooter Invitational.
I will say, I was just honored to sit next to Jessica Melton, Jillian Phillips, and Randy Magneto's family, and I was happy to be in that seat.
No,
it was the only way he was ever going to make ESPN. Will, so
hey, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good showing here, as Krissi's going to take this leg 1-1.
Let's see this. You ready? Show the yep.
Two classics there for Nick. Oh man.
Ron Otto goes, sat in view and just nodded it to the good darts. Yep, everyone was watching.
I wanted at least some chance or something, and Nick didn't provide that for us. How terrible. Even if you were the only one chanting, it would have been great, Nick. Well, here we go. Krissi, let's see if she can make a statement in the early stages of this leg. Gonna have to hold true in the 19s.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
a tough break early in the leg.
Yeah, you're going to have those throughout the stages of a match, let's be honest. But chance for Ram and Cheyenne, and there you go. First one of the match for Ram Guevara.
Boom goes a dynamite.
I do like how we have the classic showing from the stadium. The usual suspects in view. You got what's the gentleman in the overalls? What's his name? Pat Cook. Pat Cook, who's always in view there with the overalls classic, just always there.
Krissi, actually, he's doing a pretty good Nick impression on ESPN himself.
He really is. Let's be honest. That is a fantastic impression. That is great stuff. Good call, Sean Green.
Well, it's my first of many.
Krissi storming in with another for herself.
Release the Kraken with a 9.
Some work to do for Cheyenne and Ram, and look at them closing everything out. That's a smart move in this side. Force Danny to hit a big mark. And I wouldn't be surprised if he closes the big ones, maybe goes to the 16s. And that's a big miss. He can't do that now. Yep, goes to the 16s right away. I honestly expect him, if he would hit the 19, to go to and close out the big number, and then go to the 16s there rather than the 15s.
Cheyenne did the worst version of the same idea.
Yeah, and they kind of open the door once again. So I know that point lead is out front, but those houses can be a big advantage. And you can see Krissi turning it over and asking Danny, hey, what do you think here? What's your opinion? He says automatically close the 19s, get rid of those.
Man.
I mean, sometimes
big numbers right this second.
Yeah, sometimes there's a cover over it. Now she'll go back. She should go back here. I would have went back and closed the 19s, but that's just me.
I mean, it makes it so that in no way, shape, or form can get the point lead, but
yep. It's not a bad move.
I mean, listen, there's no such thing as someone used point mongering as a word. I didn't know that was a thing, but we call it a different word, and it's
smart
point
darts.
Lady of the night. And there's just really not a thing. Ooh. It's not a thing. You win with more points.
That's a good 7 mark there.
And you can go up to 200 before they stop you.
That 7 mark's going to force him into that 2-1 advantage here. No doubt about it. Krissi will clean this up.
It is a thing. And I'll explain that situation. Like if Krissi would in the last start gone to the 16s and pointed there, then it becomes point.
Yeah, then it's a little excessive. But no, just get the job done. 5-0, 5-3, 5-3. Couple really good averages there.
Dave, who's you? And what did I steal? Because chances are I already know that.
7 mark from Cheyenne. That's a good opener here. Right back at it.
7-7. Oh, do you see that high five as they went past? Chris is
starting
to feel it a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's the great thing about playing with a teammate consecutively, and you'll see it from Cheyenne and Ram too. They do a fair amount of high fives, low fives, and such. There's a knuckles there, but yeah, I mean, Krissi will give some aggressive low fives, and they got a really good team, some really good teamwork going. And Danny, you could tell he was riding that out for a 7.
Yeah, he skipped to my Lou to the line there.
That was like a slow motion. The only thing slower than that is Danny Baggish on the basketball court.
I'm just going to take your word for it.
He still claims he's MJ2, but no, we know, brother. We know better.
Yeah, MJ2 is not going to be 5'8".
You're right. Some great stuff there from Krissi. We're definitely getting a phone call later. From Danny.
It's because he's not 5'8".
He's also not Michael Jordan. He's closer to Michael B. Jordan, if anything.
What? That's not better, but not worse. Way worse.
To the 19s.
Staying.
Takes his. Ooh.
Those eyes.
They always tell the truth, don't they?
No, not when it comes to a lot of different. Not when it comes to this type of camera view. It's really very difficult to see the eyes.
It is very difficult.
You're looking for body motion movement is really what you're looking for.
Yeah. And folks, what we're talking about there is whether they're going down or going up. I mean, a true tall tale sign is you look at the player's eyes, especially from like a player cam point of view, a little scoop on production. But from here, yeah, looking at body movements, if you see their arms, kind of just significantly drop a little bit, that usually means they're going down. So it's kind of a useful tool to know. We've talked about marker darts before as well, as Ram throws in a big one.
Yeah, big 9 mark for Rammer Jammer. I marked something off of my bucket list. Like my absolute bucket list this weekend. Out of how crazy the weekend was overall. The Jason Brandon has a dart nickname. It's God's hand, but I've just ignored it completely. And I've come up with Southern Comfort.
Yep.
And
yeah.
That's not the bucket list item, is coming up with a nickname. I've done that before. That is the first dart nickname I've ever come up with. I guess second one, if you count No Name Doug Bame, that Sharon Butler has approved of. And that is a big deal. Because she doesn't like a lot of things that I do. And so I will take that all day long. Love her to death.
Say it. Just publicly say it. Why not?
It's an honor. It really is that. I mean that in wholeheartedly in that situation, because everyone knows she's not easy to please in certain situations.
Can we stop right now?
And I got that happen. It's a wonderful thing.
Oh, goodness. Cheyenne, come on now.
Great weekend.
Get yourself one on the board. She's almost there. She's found quite a few big marks. She's going to find herself on a 9 mark here in just a moment, but trying right now to make this 2-2.
Yeah, David Straub making definitely the point of the evening. Ram looks weird without a hat on.
It is a little bit different. Occasionally he rocks the no cap.
Actually, he's always rocking in the no cap. He plays in that more than anything. Oh, you mean the hat. Got it.
Yeah. Just a reminder for you that just joining us, drop a like, drop a comment if you haven't. Get entered into tonight's raffle. How about a great jersey from Magic Wear, a custom ready design jersey? What a nice little raffle prize we got this evening.
It's a good one, guys. Get involved by just leaving a comment in the chat.
Yeah, tell us who's uglier, me or Sean. That's a good one.
And we'll tell you which one's lying.
You should say Nick in this occasion.
If any of you guys say Nick, I'm going to be upset. It's my birthday weekend still. I'm counting it.
I was about to say we needed to say happy birthday to Nick. Should we sing? Or no, we're not doing that. Sorry. He is 26
happy
going on 13.
Birthday, Mr.
Stop.
Teixeira.
6.18.
6.18.
Yeah, look at the averages across the board here. 5.6, 4.17, 4.67. Expected numbers for a final.
Brandon, you're not wrong. What's up, John Pilgrim? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Let us know where you're tuning in from, guys. I know we got some Wisconsinites in the chat, even though we don't have a Wisconsinite playing. You guys are always here showing your love and support. I know Jesse's in here from Wisconsin, so a lot of them. Where's our Houstonians? Our Texans? Our Floridians?
Should have lots of you joining us.
Hope everyone's doing well, avoiding all of the major issues with the storm. I know my uncle in Sarasota had massive flooding on his street.
Uh-oh. We got in trouble.
What do you mean?
I'm just kidding. Okay. Well, we'll find out here more. We're hearing some updates from PPD. I did kind of mention a hint towards something. Maybe we'll have more later. You never know. All righty, Cheyenne Richards. Unfortunate round there as Danny looks to take advantage. He'll go right to the 17s, take that away from Ram. That's his mindset there with Ram Guevara coming up next. Sean, you reading a book over there?
Yeah, East Coast, West Coast, looking at all that going on. I mean, quite the viewership, first and foremost, and from all over the country, all over the world. Saw Singapore in there earlier.
You have another viewer I saw in here earlier, unfortunately blanking on the name at the moment, that tuned in also on Saturday as well, from Saipan, which is a small island off of Guam. And let me tell you, one of the most beautiful places on planet Earth. I have a lot of friends from there. So do like to see that you guys are watching from all over the place.
Oh, it's just crazy to see where people just say comment from and whatnot. And it, you know, the darts is just growing across the globe. And I know that we're getting a lot of the Asian continents and whatnot joining us as well, which is great. I mean, soft tip, steel tip, it don't matter, folks. It's just growing. Ram, big 9 mark there.
Yes, it was from Ram, but it's going to be a little bit too little too late, I believe.
Yeah.
2-2 score line. And there's the point lead back. Cheyenne's got a 9 mark again, pretty much.
Pat's back there, Nick, to sharing it. Classic. It is. It definitely is. From now on, we're going to make it a thing.
Well, surprised he didn't shoot for it a little bit, but also not surprised. You got Ram Guevara coming up next.
He can't win the match, and or he can't win the leg. Sorry.
Yeah.
So Krissi's going to get a chance no matter what. So that's what Danny's saying is just go ahead and let Krissi clean this up. Go up 3-2. Put yourself that one away from being ahead at the break, which is it's. I'm not saying it's massive, but it's pretty big to be ahead at that break. I mean, it's a mental thing.
I agree with you. We've seen it go both ways. It's funny. It's almost a tale of two entirely different matches. It's where separation happens. If it's going to happen after the break, it typically happens after the break instead of early on. And we've seen it where the early on lead can be shrunk really quickly after the break. Whatever the players do in that 10, 15 minutes of interviews and regrouping tends to make a difference one way or the other.
Just another three mark opener for Cheyenne, and sooner or later they're going to try to take advantage, and that's exactly what Krissi did. She tried to close out that 20 early.
And by the way, I fully realized those two sentences I just said before you just said those sentences really meant nothing. I don't even know what analysis that was trying to be. Sometimes I start a sentence and I don't know where it's going. I just hope I find it along the way, and I did not find it there. And I can be honest about that.
Sean, I mean, school, let's be honest. Starting off rough, huh?
A long day, bit of a long day, no big deal. Big 8 from Baggish.
He does got another big one. And it just makes Cheyenne go for another number here, and she chooses once again the 17s. That's a great number for her, and it's a great number for Ram, so why not?
That's the Richards Guevara honeypot. Those 17s. Renee Shepard in there in the chat. How about Colin Rath? I miss you both. We miss you too, buddy.
I also
Definitely
miss you, Colin, by the way.
No, he said you both. Nick, he wasn't talking to you.
He didn't say you trio, so that means you're left out, obviously.
I don't miss you, Colin, by the way.
But we love you.
Yeah, that's true. You guys did not show up to my birthday, though. So, like, how much do you really love me? I don't know.
But did we both wish you a happy birthday, publicly and privately? I think so.
Oh, my. So selfish, Nick.
You're just lucky no one bought a cameo from me for you.
Dude, we should have done it, Nick. Sean, we should have done it. Just got so many cameos.
Oh my gosh, we should have done it to where we just act like Nick.
Yep,
I could totally do that.
You guys left me with Porky, where I had to watch him eat all my birthday cookies he supposedly got for me. That was brutal.
Well, Porky eats about 12 cookies a night, so.
Are you ready? Are you ready for my impersonation? I'm Sean Green, and you're watching the CSC. Let me restart. Sorry.
Oh my god.
All right, so let me ask that again. I messed up already. Can you just start off with your name, where you're playing out of, and who you're playing for? Well, welcome to the CSC, Sean Green. Good to have you here. It is the finals of the CSC Challenge. Whatever it is.
I just don't understand how this is relevant. But I love you.
I'm exhausted, guys. I'm so sorry, buddy.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Danny Baggish, opportunity here. 16s. Open them up. Open them up. Does he take that? Yep.
Yeah,
he'll take his chance
every time.
I'm telling you, it's 85%, probably to 90% that he's going to take his shot at that higher number, even if he's up by 4 points.
Yes, he will.
How many matches did you do this weekend, Sean?
Rick, I don't even enjoy the commentary tonight.
How many matches did you do this weekend? 24? 30. Jeez. Yeah, reminder on that one, folks.
30 professional matches.
That's a tough job. That's a tough task, and especially play-by-play. So, yeah, we're going to have a few nights, especially catching up on us, especially after drives. And I can't believe you worked today. That's just, rough.
It's not like I can take off the first day of school, bro.
Well, especially with teardown, folks. We get a reminder on that one.
Yeah,
that's an extensive task.
First of all, let's give a huge shout out to those that actually bust their butt. That's not named me. Jeff Good is always an absolutely amazing teardown. Anthony Eugenia for setup was fantastic. Sarah Stalinas did a fantastic job with Sally Kelly, and I'm missing the other.
Well,
Dave Garfinkel. I mean,
that's what a lot of people
crazy.
don't realize about, setting up events, like especially like Tournament of Champions, folks. They're in there on Monday, and we start what, Saturday?
Yep.
Yeah, that's how long it takes to set up and make sure everything goes right. So remember that when you go up there and have a little problem or a little issue. Is that a big issue, or is that an issue you could deal with later? Some of these folks are on day 12 of working and stuff. It can be difficult. Just like you players, especially when you're in day number 5 or whatever of throwing darts. We understand.
No, 100%.
Okay, so Ram here has put themselves in a position. We'll see if Danny just goes ahead and takes this out. I mean, he should with just needing 2 darts. But you never know. But, I mean, come on. It's Danny Baggish, right? Yeah. All righty. There you go. 4-2 advantage for Krissi and Danny right now. They are guaranteed to have the lead going into the break.
Yeah, good break of throw there from Krissi and Danny. If you're Cheyenne and Ram, your goal is now just go in the breakdown 4-3. And, ladies and gentlemen, I know it's leg 7, and we have not talked about this yet, but A to Z Darts is our sponsor here of our live stream for the Women's Choice Challenger Series. We're also doing our live stream giveaway brought to you by AtoZDarts.com, where today's raffle winner will receive their choice of a custom ready design jersey from Magicwear. All you got to do, leave a comment in our chat, hit that like button on our Facebook page to get entered in for your chance to win. And shoot for the stars with the new A to Z Dart of the Month featuring the Red Dragon Austrias Dart. Enjoy 15% off all Austrias darts and get a free accessory pack with every purchase. Plus, you'll be entered into a raffle to win a set of Luke Humphrey's TX1 Pioneer Steel Tip Darts in 24 grams. The giveaway ends September 1st. Best of luck to everyone. They also got plenty of new launches to check out, including the Winmore US Player launch, Target July launch, and Shot July launch. Cali West V2 dart barrels. Lastly, make sure to check out their blog for the latest knowledge on dart flights. Just head on over to AtoZDarts.com for all your darting needs. 7 marks galore, huh?
Definitely so. Over 800 folks joining us here. Keep those numbers growing. I know we're going to go into a break, but we always got our fantastic interviews brought to you by Nick Teixeira, so stay for those. Enjoy these 2 lovely ladies.
I'm pretty sure I'll be better after the break, guys. So it'll be a good time to hit that share button. Let everybody know that we are going to have a match of brewing no matter what happens here.
Yeah, it's we wouldn't expect anything less, especially after how many weeks is week number 8 or 9?
It's week 9.
Week 9. That's right. Week 9 here. It's crazy
Women's
how many
Choice Challenger Series.
It's crazy just how many of these we've done now, and just how much of an impact this has created on people's games. We're seeing averages increase across the board. It's fantastic.
It really is. It's a testament to the players first and foremost for getting better, wanting to take that step forward and improving in their game. I like the race to 9 format. I think that helps out tremendously in that process of having to focus that intensely for that long of a period of time against top dart players across North America, across the United States. And that's amazing stuff. So if you want to get involved, you can do so. Just go to dartstoc.com and check out that map.
Okay. This could be some big moments here coming up, and Rams trying to do his best to solidify the leg. You cannot go 5-2 down, I feel. I mean, I said it's not massive, but it is a big deal to be ahead. And I think that 5-2 is creeping up on that massive margin. I mean, we've seen the 6-1 before, and that's really, really tough.
Yeah, we can call this, for it being a before the break match or before the break leg, it's a must win.
Yeah. Oh, that's tough. Shake it off. Got the... Well, I can't... You had the advantage, let's be honest, because I think Krissi's going to take it away here. And she knows it. She's settling in.
The music's starting to thump.
We did see that too. I warned you, folks. Take the shot of the 19s. Yeah, and it's a double.
Cody. Yeah, we've interviewed Ram before in the CSC Challenger Series. Many times.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we try to interview all our players. Look at Cheyenne.
Yep.
She's what is she doing?
She's being Cheyenne, man.
She just took a seat, popped a squat.
It's Cheyenne Richardson. She knew what she wants.
Oh my gosh.
If she wants to celebrate from the floor, she can celebrate from the floor.
And Krissi's pointing and walking. She's calling for shots at Danny.
Wants him to keep pointing, and he does exactly that without having to speak to him. Cheyenne right back into it. Gets a 6 mark.
She sneaks another one in there. I was wondering if she could wrangle it or not. I mean, it's a deceiving angle is the thing.
Hey, huge shout out to Cheyenne Richards' brother, Randall, tuning in from Japan. Wow. That's awesome.
What time is it in Japan? Well, it's early morning, I believe. It's like not early morning, but like 9 or 10.
The future.
9 or 10?
It's tomorrow.
It is. It is tomorrow. 18's there for Danny.
Don't worry, guys. We'll tell Randall not to spoil it for everybody. He'll know the outcome already.
Wow. It is 10:44 a.m. Pretty good guess there, Will. Pretty good guess.
Did you just compliment yourself?
Yes, I did, sir. Yep.
Is that how little I compliment you?
No, when you work in this industry, you kind of know time zones pretty well, I figure. So the UK, European, Japanese time, you need to know that. You need that. All right, Krissi puts them up by 103 points, and Rams going to have to go after the 15s, and he's going to have to fill them up. Even that, they're down, and he does successfully do it. Another 9 mark for Ram.
That 9 gives them hope in the leg.
Hope.
Now the hope is also that they have to miss for Danny Baggish.
That's a difficult hope. Because Danny may just point here. Down
he is.
Or up?
Nope, he's staying.
Yep, I was saying he may just point here, and it's a set. Yeah, it's a 7 mark, and the advantage is evident. Look at it.
Because look at this.
Advantage.
Even a 9 mark again from Cheyenne would not have given them the lead. That's why Danny will do that every time. What?
What'd you say? Oh, sorry. I thought Nick was saying something. My apologies. But hey, Krissi and Danny, 5-2 advantage here going into the break. That's like you're saying. That's a pretty significant advantage. We'll see if she can continue to just write this out. She could be a potential 2-time champion here. We'll find out right after our interviews, folks. William Stewart, Sean Green. We'll be right back.
I am Krissi Grimal, and I am playing out of Trick Shots Metro West, currently playing for CNM, but also play for West Coast Starters.
Well, Krissi Grimal, it is here. It is now the second season finals, right? Women's Choice Challenger Series. You're going up against Cheyenne Richards' team once again. Last season, you had a great performance in the finals and got it done on the first night. Is that going to be your expectation tonight?
And it's anybody's ball game, to be truthful. Obviously, Cheyenne is a phenomenal player, along with her partner Ram. So it's, whoever is confident and can throw their darts, it's anybody's ball game.
And, we talked about at the start of the season if you felt like you were a favorite or not going into the season. But I think definitively, not only winning last season, but just making it to the finals again this season now definitely qualifies you as a favorite in this event. Would you agree or disagree?
I never think of that like that. I just don't.
And why not? Why do you not consider yourself a favorite?
Because, there's so many talented girls out here, and the guys are, that in the mix it's definitely challenging, and they all can shoot, and I could flub up, and it might not work.
Yeah, and now between the WCS and, of course, the CSC right on the horizon, starting up in 2 weeks here, once again for Season 7, these are kind of like the last of the PPD majors before TSC in Kansas City. What's your expectations for Kansas City this year looking like?
Well, I hope I can just throw my darts and pray to God they hit where they're supposed to.
And then to circle back to tonight, of course, we already talked about it. You're playing Cheyenne's team once again. What's going to be the game plan to come out on top and get yourself back-to-back titles in the Women's Choice Challenger Series?
I always pray a lot and just hope to goodness that the darts hit where they're supposed to.
And is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along back at home?
Thank you to all the supporters out there, all the fans, because without them, we would be nothing. My sponsor, Eclipse, and obviously there's so many to mention.
Krissi, we're excited to have you on our show. We're excited to have you in another finals, and we're excited to see what transpires in this finals. Will it all end tonight, or will we go into a second week? Only time will tell, and all we can do is wish you nothing but the best of luck in your match.
I'm Krissi Grimal, and you are watching the WCS.
Garrett Rakowski's signature darts as a part of the Winmore U.S. Player Launch. Our fourth and final video after Jules, Mike, and Rick. I'll be doing an in-depth review of Garrett's 20-gram soft tip darts. You can see here we've captured the spirit of America with the red, white, and blue color scheme, a long straight barrel, incredibly popular in the States, 2 distinct grip sections. In the front, we have a more intense interrupted ring cut. The front half, grooves coated red, blooded American. Then a softer, more subtle rear half, let's call her Lady Liberty, mostly smooth with just a little bit of bite in those tightly spaced radial bands. I'm gripping his dart in the rear radial grooves to start. Yeah, get in there.
My name is Cheyenne Richards. I play out of the stadium, and I play for Star City Amusement.
Well, Cheyenne Richards, it is finals time here for our second season of the WCS, and this is a repeat of last year's final, and what was a very emotional final for you. We can tell how much it meant to you to be there and all the thoughts going through your head. Can you talk to us about how last year's final really felt to play in?
It was a privilege to be there. I was really proud of myself for making it. I was very disappointed in how I performed that day, but hopefully we don't do that again.
Yeah, and going into this season, of course, you were still one of the favorites going into it because of your last year's finals appearance, but now you're here. Did you expect to make it to this point again? And if so, what are your thoughts on the run this year?
I hoped I would, but there's always, no guarantee. There's a very strong field of women, and I loved playing all of them. It's always so much fun. I don't know. It was good. It was a good time. I tried, and thankfully it worked out for me. And there was a few very close close calls. So being able to do this again it was a lot of fun.
You know, we look at stuff like the WCS, the CSE. Well, with this finishing up, the CSE starting in just 2 weeks here, TOC is right around the corner. That's really the next big thing that a lot of people have their eyes on. What's your expectations for TOC this year? I mean, you had a great performance with Bob Anderson, the CDI. What are your thoughts about going into this year?
Oh, I'm really looking forward to that. TOC was a great event to actually be a part of, and I did. Bob Anderson carried me through. He was a great person to play with, and I shot very well, and so I really want to do that again. My name is the first one on that trophy, and I would like to keep it there.
And of course, you want to get your name on this trophy tonight. You have to best Krissi Grimal's team, not only once but twice. But for the first one here, I mean, what's going to be your game plan? What's going to be your thoughts going into this?
Don't miss. That's about all you got.
No,
just play smart and don't miss.
Certainly. And you know, I see, of course, in your camera shot there, we have the little one hanging out with us here as well. What's it feel like having you know, just the familial support and having your daughter support, and just all the stuff that goes into that, and when you're playing these events?
It means the world. My dad's always in the chat. My stepmom, my sister watches. My brother is deployed in South Korea right now, and he even streamed it last weekend. So it means a lot to be able to have everybody just look in and cheer for me and be there.
Is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
Just thank you for watching me get back into this and for the final, and just thanks for everybody's support, and we'll see y'all tonight.
You heard it here, and
I get a phone call.
You heard it here, guys. We're excited to see you back on our stream again. We're excited to see this final play out once again, and honestly, I think a lot of the fans want to see this go the full distance and continue on to next week. So Cheyenne, we wish you nothing but the best of luck tonight.
I am Cheyenne Richards, and you're watching the WCS.
Back for the conclusion here of our match. I hope you all are ready. Right now, 5-2 advantage for Krissi and Danny. Cheyenne and Ram got some work to do. What do you say, Sean?
I'll say that you didn't think of anything to say coming out of the break. First place, $2,500. Second place is $1,500. So no matter what, if Cheyenne Richards and Ram Guevara do not win a single leg moving forward, they still win $1,500 tonight. That's not bad, Will. That being said, you're not going to see them go down without a fight. You're going to see your best version of Cheyenne and Ram after the break, as long as they don't push too hard. And as if Danny and Krissi start to coast a little bit, which you don't expect out of them, but you never know. It's easy to do sometimes. This could be anybody's ball game. Most likely, though, it's pretty much over.
Wow, straight to the honesty there at the end. I mean, yeah, I mean, most likely Krissi and Danny could clean this up, but we'll find out. I mean, this could still happen. You know, like I said, we're gonna find out. Should be leg number 8. We're letting our players know that we're ready to go. How about this? Danny and Krissi giving a big hug to each other before this one.
Yeah, the chat cannot see that.
Hug. What is this? Back-to-back big hugs.
Yeah, that was not a replay, folks.
That was not a replay. I wonder
that might be 2 more hugs than I've ever seen Krissi give anyone.
I wonder how they're feeling about things here. I mean, obviously they're feeling good. They think maybe they're confident right now.
I don't think the hugs had anything to do with anything. I'm going to guess they probably do it before they start every time.
It could be it. Could be it.
Krissi and Danny are playing out of Trick Shots Mestro West in Central Florida. And then, of course, Cheyenne Richards and Ram Guevara at the stadium just outside Houston, Texas. Finals of the Women's Choice Challenger Series Season 2. Long way to go for Cheyenne and Ram if they want to get to the double dip. Right now, Krissi and Danny are 4 legs away from the title. However, the beautiful thing about this sport and the double dip is that, say Cheyenne and Ram get to 9 before Krissi and Danny, that would automatically put Krissi and Danny 9 legs away again.
There's a big one from Danny. All right, Cheyenne, here you go. Go ahead, Sean.
Hopefully everyone has enjoyed this Women's Choice Challenger Series coverage this season. I feel like we got to tease it. So let's go ahead and do it, Will, because it's exciting. I think that the players have been silently behind the scenes maybe pushing for this a little bit, and I know that we sometimes silently and sometimes more outwardly have been pushing for this, and the chat has never been silent about this whatsoever. They have been very loudly screaming for this opportunity. And Will, what is it?
Well, folks, I think we may be doing some singles action here soon for the ladies. What do you say about that here? I think it's time to establish that.
I think it's a fantastic thing that we should start doing. Honestly, if you look at the season 3 invite on track list currently that's up on the website, Krissi is currently not qualified yet. That's weird and probably going to change. But other than that, you got Cheyenne there at the top at a 3.998 MPR. So it's even better than what she's throwing currently in this WCS. All the way down, Kaylee Beard right there at a 3.067. So it's only less than a mark per round difference between 1 through 16 right now, which is a smaller separation than Division 1 of the CSC Challenger Series. And some of the other names that are in this right now, Olivia Simjak, great young dart player out of Ohio. Christy Davis, a.k.a. Mom. Lane Lysak, Shea Cole. We saw her with Olivia Terry earlier this season, right now qualified as well. So exciting stuff.
Yeah, it's due, I think. It's time to let the ladies have some fun and let it run. I think this is great, and I don't think we're ever gonna steer clear. I think we will have more mixed events like this, because I think it's just great to see. I mean, the camaraderie between Danny and well, let's be honest, both of our teams, the camaraderie is pretty great. And there you go. I mean, Krissi,
boom goes the dynamite.
Yep. And you can see Danny right there gives her a high five. And Cheyenne just jamming out back there as Ram throws in a 9.
Hey, listen, it's not every day that we're going to get an entire hotel in our chat on YouTube. So, hey, Super 8 by Wyndham Ashland, can I have a free hotel room?
That's great. I mean, Danny right back at it with the 5. Can you tell I just completely forgot what I was going to say there?
You're welcome.
Yep. That threw me off.
Sugar. What's up, brother? And honestly, can you get out of the way real quick, Sugar? No, a little bit further. A little bit further.
Krissi. How about back to back?
Hi, Skylar.
How about back? Oh, I really thought she was going to.
Yeah, there she is. Hi, Skylar. Hope you're doing well, too. Just making assumptions over here. We agree, and I know that you have the ladies running PPD behind the scenes that also are hoping, and we're always hoping to make this kind of turn into something like this. It's been great to see, and it's going to be exciting stuff moving forward. I know that we're not going to have any let down. I just really know that we're not. In fact, it's probably going to make all of those ladies who qualify so much better.
I agree. I think that the averages across the board, I've been doing some research, and I'm a stat guy, as Krissi and Danny. 6'2" here. Wow.
Run away.
Yeah, I'm a stat person, so I've been looking at the stats over the last 5 years at certain events across the board, and you can really start to see the increase since COVID in the ladies' game, which I think is great. I think it's really impressive, and especially in this last year, I think they've really taken a giant step forward. So we'll see in the next 5 years where we're at then.
Yeah, basically what you're trying to say in a roundabout way, the WCS has been a small step for women, and the singles will now be a giant step for womankind.
Great stuff. Great stuff. I loved it. Correct. All right, Danny, what do you got for us?
How about Nikki Jean, Chainsaw Hinsaw in there saying, I can't wait to qualify. Let me see in the chat. How many ladies are going to try and get into this bad boy?
I think if you're not, it would be
good time now.
It'd be crazy. Yeah, it's a great time. dartstoc.com. They've got some great maps there where you can see where you can play and get into the DRTs, get into a league or two, get those games in to participate in the CSC, the WCS, maybe even qualify for TOC, which will be coming up in October. I mean, qualification is now, kind of, we're not going to be you'll qualify for future ones. I guarantee you they'll be around.
Maybe find your spot on the TTP with the SOE.
We could develop a lot of them. You never know. Ram, another 9.
The B goes the D.
There we go. Vanessa talks. Tori,
there you go.
She's joining.
And 2 right away. That would be very solid additions.
Yeah, young Miss Barton joining us from the Oklahoma area. She's a good shot too. She could be a future PPD participant.
Have you met Miss Barton before?
Yeah, I think Lawton or Del City, if I'm not mistaken. One of those.
So you know how to
two.
say her first name?
What? What'd you say?
You know how to say her first name?
I probably mess it up. I think it's Chastine. Yes. You're welcome. You're welcome.
I'm not going to try and pronounce it, but the English teacher in me would pronounce it Chastity.
Okay, there you go.
But I could be wrong.
Hopefully we got it right. You put me on the spot, of course, Sean.
Yeah, I don't know
hate
why
you
you
so
tried
much.
to apologize to me. You apologized to me at the break for saying that you called me out for something. I don't ever do that again.
You're going to ride it. Well, I mean, look at this. A familiar spot for Danny and Krissi. I mean, once again, starting in the second position, and they're ahead.
Well, listen, they're throwing a 6 and a 5, 6, 7 collectively.
Oh.
The last leg was a 5 something and a 6 something. Which one? Which one?
It's the first thing. I told you.
I don't know. It could be the second one.
Nope. Will got it
Will
right.
got it right. Boom. I like it. Good job, Will. I knew you knew.
I know my Oklahoma people. Come on now. I'm a frequent flyer. They know.
Wouldn't you drive to Oklahoma?
All the time. I drive down there and play in events and stuff. So they've
Why
got
do you fly so frequently?
Well, I don't fly. I drive. I mean, just come on. Let's be honest. You're terrible. No, but they got a lot of great things going on down there. They're just getting involved in the PPD program. So we're starting to see a lot of those individuals in the PPD Nationals. I think we'll see a lot present at TOC this year. I'm looking forward to that.
Man.
They have a lot of great shots down there. And Ram.
Can I point out real quick? That's his third time 3 in the bed on the 15s. And I'm telling you right now, that's why Ram Guevara is such a tough opponent to play at all times, because you can be up 100 and some odd points and an entire open wedge, and he's still going to give himself an opportunity or give his partner an opportunity to try and steal the leg. And this is a big one here, and it needs to go.
Yeah, this is your opportunity. You got to take advantage. And unfortunately, nothing on the board for Cheyenne.
Well, she closed the 18.
But
I mean, it's part of the process, right?
It is, but I feel still it's not going to matter. And
well,
there
no,
you
it
go.
doesn't. But that's not the point.
Yeah, so women's singles, am I right?
Nick, what a classic. What a classic joke. Just Nick giving it to us. Just a subtle reminder, yeah. Working on singles coming up for you just joining us for the ladies. Fantastic line, Nick. That's about as creepy as you in the back of the ESPN shoot. Krissi Davis saying, proud mama here watching. Yeah, we definitely see you there, Krissi. You gotta give a big shout out to the stadium. They're always, I mean, Pat's always there in the background watching on, as well as numerous others. I believe, is that Daryl Cortez as well?
Yep, Daryl Cortez, Ryan Crawley.
Yep. The bunch that's normally there hanging out and whether they're playing or watching, they're just enjoying darts and supporting their friends. So I love it. And a 9 mark,
another 9.
Yeah, 9 mark from Danny Baggage.
His name's Danny.
Danny Baggage.
All right, well, Krissi Grimal stepping up here. You got to steal the 17s.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they're doing, and they knew that from the get go. We saw them early attacking the 17s rather than going to the 18s. They probably had that in mind and maybe discussed it beforehand. You'd think, right?
Most likely, and if not, it's because Danny trusts Krissi to shoot at the 17 anyway. Or whatever she's going to shoot at right now, she's hitting, so it doesn't really matter. Just like he is shooting at everything and he's hitting. And he better go at a triple.
Wow.
He did not. Look at that, guys. And you want to say it's not about the average and stuff like that for them. He could have finished on a 9 if he just would have shot another treble.
All gas, no brakes, dude.
I mean, it's the respectful shot not to go for another treble, but I don't think anyone would have been too upset at him for doing it.
Three bulls needed once again for Krissi. Now she's got to do it with a double. And it won't be found here. You can see her just going to the 18s, patting them up a little bit, or just catching them by accident, I should say.
Suzanne asking in the background, why does Krissi always steer Danny when he throws, like where to throw at with her arms? LOL, he has been throwing darts competitively forever. I don't think he needs help knowing where to throw it. And so great point, and you're absolutely right. Danny needs zero help on where to shoot at. And I guarantee you, he has zero idea that Krissi's doing what she's doing in the background. and unless he is Voldemorton back there, which is possible, it's Danny Baggish. I would be safe to say that she is doing that just because she's so into the match and just going where she thought that she would go and just seeing if they're going to be on the same page.
That's the thing. They're both, I mean, they've got 50 years of experience between them both. Yeah. That's the honest truth. They've got 50 years experience plus between them both. So if anything, they're using each other for advice. And you'll see sometimes before Krissi will stop after she looks at the scoreboard and asks Danny for an opinion, and Danny will do the same for Krissi. I mean, it's a team game here, and they know that. That's why they're so successful.
Yeah, but in this situation, I just wanted to just let everybody know who might not even know that, like, because there's no screen in front of them that shows the player behind them or anything like that. There's going to be no distraction that way or another. And she's not yelling where to shoot for him. She's just literally just motioning with her arms where she expects him to go, pretty much.
Yeah, because the game screen just shows the opponent the whole time, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
And the double bowl goes for Baggish. 6.82 is just gross. Just gross. Doubles, singles, gross. And they now take an 8-2 lead over Cheyenne and Ram. And listen, Krissi and Danny have been phenomenal tonight.
Yeah, they really have. And I would say I love a good comeback, but I'm afraid there is not going to be a comeback because Krissi and Danny have just been so dang dominant. And they've been just together on their, and this could be the leg right here. I mean, just that start from Cheyenne, and Krissi trips to 20 right off the bat. Look at this.
Yeah, they're throwing phenomenal.
Look at this.
I mean, there's not a whole lot that Ram and Cheyenne could have done. I don't know how to put it.
How many nines has Ram had? And still,
enough.
I mean, and he's going to get another. Oh.
Well, technically that's a 9, but the 3s don't count.
That's a good one.
Tony Negretti in there saying, y'all should come to the stadium sometime. We have great players that support and help everyone. Y'all are more than welcome to visit. And don't threaten us with a good time. There are many of the great locations that we have streaming boards in that we cannot wait to at some point visit.
Maybe
we do a tour.
Maybe Will has been talking about it already. I would love to do a PPD tour of places, and we can kind of
go live.
Well, we can also do some content for the bars themselves that are significant for the PPD programs. I think that would be great to do, as well as slide in for some commentary one night from the actual bar that we're at. Fantastic idea. Road tour, boys. Let's get a bus.
Let's get a tour bus and let's make it happen, John Madden style.
Yep, we're doing it. 10-week tour. I am 1,000% serious. Let's do this.
I'm down.
So here's the deal. If the price is right, because they're not going to let me stop teaching for that long, but trust me, it's way less than people probably think. That all aside, it would be a lot of fun. I'd be excited to visit the places. It'd be really cool to go there and just kind of,
I think we could,
be amongst the people that are always there in the background, right? And the excitement, the crowd level. We love the videos of the winners after the matches are over, with all the support system there in the background, right? As we get her probably maybe not her last boom goes the dynamite of this match, but it could be, and it's a big one. She's had a few really, really big ones, but Ram's going to throw in one of his own because he typically does that in these situations.
Boys, it's
been great
doing this. We could just 1,000% do a summer tour. We're doing it.
I will say,
8-week tour, and we can fit in some tournaments in between on Saturdays, Sundays.
The three toughest spots for us is going to be. It's not going to be the Wisconsin part of the tour. That's going to be easy, but it will be the stadium.
All right.
To bull shooters all the way up to Tacoma, Washington.
Oh, okay. Hold on. More talk about this later. We're definitely doing the match. More talk about this later. Here we go. For the match, Krissi Grimal, 3 bulls needed.
2 darts. Ladies and gentlemen, if you wouldn't mind just rising to your feet wherever you're currently standing, and just give an ovation here to Krissi Grimal and Danny Baggish. You put on a show this evening. I don't think I've seen them throw better as a pair ever.
I did not see that score line coming one bit, Sean. I thought this was going to be, like I said, I thought it was going to be tight going into the break. After break, maybe we see that extension. 5-2 surprised me. This surprised me even more that they just rattled them off after break. And I know that they're going to be thrilled with the repeat here. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, two-time champions, well-deserved two-time champions. They were the favorites heading into each season, whether or not they wanted to admit it. Danny would admit it. Krissi wouldn't. And you still have to show out and show up every week. And not only did they do that, for Krissi Grimal to come out in tonight and just put on the performance that she just did, and for Danny Baggage to come in tonight after missing the CDC weekend due to travel issues early on and all of that fiasco, and perform as well as he did for Krissi tonight, it really is hats off to them. There is nothing that Cheyenne and Ram could have done except bring their A+ game, and still the timing probably would have favored Danny and Krissi.
It was very impressive, and I can't wait to see the numbers just come out for Danny and Krissi alone. Ram's 9 marks was just impressive as well. I mean, Cheyenne had her moments as well. She played impressive throughout the season. We can say that as well. But I mean, overall, just Krissi and Danny were better. They're taking home that first place prize, and Cheyenne's going to take home the second place prize. I mean, what more can we say?
$1,500 for Cheyenne Richards. Congratulations. And $2,500 for Krissi Grimal. Huge congratulations to her. And don't forget, the Red Dragon Astros darts are the dart of the month. Enjoy 15% off all Astros darts and get a free accessory pack with every purchase. Plus, you'll be entered into a raffle to win a set of Luke Humphreys TX1 Pioneer Steel Tip darts in 24 grams. The giveaway ends September 1st. Best of luck to everyone.
There you go, Sean. Thank you very much for letting us know on that. Last thing that we can say
one more time.
Yeah, there you go. Last thing that we can say is CSC Challenger Series is around the corner. Definitely coming right up. I think we get 1 week and then we're back at it. So reminder of that. We look forward to doing the selection show for you folks. So reminder, we will be having that so we can show you the brackets, let you know who's going to be playing who in those first round matchups, and you can kind of see the layout of how things will go forward. So look forward to that one, as well as singles action coming up for the WCS.
Yeah, and we also have the TOC finale qualifiers that you and I are being forced to do because it's the only weekend we're both available to do it. Otherwise, we're gone on Saturday. So we're also going to be doing that bad boy and bringing you that action as well.
I'm glad you reminded me.
Surprise. I hope that our wonderful bosses at PPD get us that bracket maybe soon, just so I can get excited about it a little bit more than I already am, and maybe start dissecting that bad boy. And I don't know, maybe I want to do the selection show right now. We'll see. I'm not gonna do it right now, guys. That would be crazy. Like, talk about like a Marvel end of a stream, like like Easter egg. Like if you stuck around past this point,
that would be so crazy. People would be so upset too. That would be nuts.
Never cut it.
Yeah, right.
Most people have no idea it ever happened.
We look forward to it, folks. Coming up, like he said, TOC qualifier this Saturday, correct? All right, changing my time schedule for that one. Definitely had something I was thinking about doing, so whoopsies. We'll do that one instead. All right, look forward to it Saturday. Join us if you will. Take care, folks. William Stewart, Sean Green, Nick Teixeira, what do you got for us?
We'll send you on out on a great note. You're still here? It's over. Go home.
There you go.
Go.
See ya.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.